Swider man, he's getting all the attention now.
Ooh, I like that, Swider man. That might be Cole's new nickname.
Swider basket and a foul.
Eddie Casey. Swider answered back.
Swider from deep, laces the three. Swider and one, count the bucket.
Welcome back to the Swider Show, everyone. We have a special episode this week. We had Buddy Boeheim planned. We had him in the cards, and then a last second Jimmy Boeheim add to the podcast. So we got a Boeheim episode today, Patty, Adam. We're really looking forward to it. We got some trivia. We obviously got to check in with our guys, see how they've been doing over in Germany and then over in the Motor City. So really excited to have you guys on. This is the first time we've had two guests on, Patty. So let's have a day. Why not? Welcome to the Swider Show for your seventh time each, Jimmy and Buddy.
Appreciate it, guys. I don't know if that's an honor or you're running out of guests and we're just a safety call, but it's always an honor, always a good. This will be a fun one, and I always look forward to this.
Do you guys remember the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour? Fairly Odd Parents and Deaf Ears? There's no way you guys don't remember that.
What was that? Like when they
Fairly Odd Parents and then Timmy Turner,
like the same show, like the crossover.
Yeah. They made the animations the same thing. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. This is an honor.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I'm happy I got the emergency text. I think ratings must have been testing bad with just having Buddy on. So happy to step up and just be ready to go. You know, they say, you always got to be ready. So I was ready for my call up.
Speaking to that point, what's how you guys been feeling, man? Being ready. Obviously, both you guys having good seasons, in your professional basketball careers, second year out. Buddy, I think you've probably mastered the art of staying ready this year. Let's start with Buddy. How's your season been going? And back to back 30 balls, just shooting the piss out of the ball right now. I told him when he came on, he's like, I felt a little stream of hotness come across my face when Buddy came on the pod. So how you feeling, man?
Oh, Swider, I'm just trying to get close to your numbers, see what you're doing when you get down. But just staying ready, like you said, starting off the year. I think having two ways in my position was obviously a tough draw for me going into the season. I think I had a great training camp with the Pistons, played well in training camp with the G League and was ready to go. And, things change, things happen. So it's just coming off the bench early on, taking advantage of my role, continuing to grow. And then this last month or so, really shooting well off the bench and then getting the nod to be able to start the last 3 weeks or so and just taking advantage of it, starting with College Park, having my best game in my career, G League, hitting 9 threes and playing well, guys finding me. And just that was huge for me. Just showed me that, I can start on a regular basis and be an elite shooter, know what I can do, and just building off that has been big for me. And having off nights here and there, but being able to bounce back with a big game after that has been big for me. So just continuing to grow confidently, and it's been a fun year. It's definitely been a huge jump from year one to year two. I feel like I'm a lot better in just about every category on both sides of the ball. So just really encouraged by that, encouraged by my habits every day. My daily habits have gotten better, working harder, just staying more focused. So just getting used to that G League grind and that life has been big, and just overall has been a good year. So just got to keep building off that and keep winning and playing good basketball.
I know both you guys probably feel this way, but going into year two, I felt like I knew, I was so ahead of the curve in terms of how my body was going to feel, the rest days, how I'm going to handle the rest of my days when I'm off the court. All those things play such a huge factor into just overall success. I mean, you guys could probably touch on it both from an overseas standpoint and obviously in the G League too. It's definitely a way better feeling going into year two of knowing what to expect.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I can definitely, especially speak to that, especially being over here in Europe. It's a really different game. I mean, I felt like so many things were just such a big adjustment year in year one, and then coming over here in year two, I definitely felt a lot more comfortable. I mean, still learning so much, I feel like each week, but definitely having a much better comfort level this year, and also just being in a better situation. I think for me, a more stable situation. Last year having played in 2 countries for 3 different coaches. I mean, it was felt like I really got thrown into the fire, which I mean I'm thankful for in some ways because I feel like I got to experience a lot and just learn so much through adversity, through the highs and lows, and everything in between. So I think I've really just been able to apply that this year, and just grateful to be in a much better, more stable situation that has allowed me to kind of grow as a player over here and just like I said, continue to learn the European game, I think.
Jim, especially for you, how for you guys, I have talked to you about this like each not on the pod, but from an off the court standpoint of adjusting like year 1 to year 2, because it's so much different than college. Like, do you feel like from this off season there was less stress going into the year on that front?
I mean, definitely. I still remember like getting on the plane to go to Greece last year, and I'm like looking out the window, like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Like, this is nuts. Like, I'm really moving across the world. But this year, I really just enjoyed that aspect of it last year. So this year I got to go into it with more peace and also just excitement to get to live in and experience another new country, and just knowing how to navigate things better. Learning how to get all set up, what to bring, what not to bring. I mean, just, outside I think I was equally as prepared, more prepared this year off the court as I was on the court. So, definitely just a much better comfort level there as well, for sure.
Buddy?
Oh yeah, just back to what you said on the process, just the daily habits. It's been huge for me, honestly. Just learning how to cook, learning how to do little things. Just looking ahead in the schedule, I think has been big for me. Knowing, okay, you got these. In the G League, it's usually 4 or 5 games in 10 days, and then you get 5 days off. That's a nice thing compared to the NBA. It's crazy for that stretch, but then you get to look forward to the days you get to recover and really take advantage of that. So for me, it's just been Steve's schedule has been big for me, going to bed early, getting up early, trying to make a breakfast, trying to eat healthy, and then as well just recovery, doing the sauna, doing the cold tub, hot tub, and also having guys this year that I'm close with on this team to go in at night and get shots up, because it does get you do get caught up and you're at the gym every day, you're tired from that. It's mentally tiring, and then having to go back at night by yourself sometimes. You don't want to do that always, and having guys that you can count on, that will go in the gym, that work the way we do has been nice, and definitely has helped me stay in the best shape possible and just mentally fresh and ready to go every day, because it's a grind with early mornings, travel days, flying 2 flights and then playing the next day, playing back-to-backs. It's a different lifestyle, and it's a grind. But if you love basketball, you love the game, and you have a good group, it's been a lot of fun.
2 observations off of what Buddy just said. A, there's no Jimmy Boeheim, so you've gotten used to living on your own, huh?
Yeah,
I mean, Jimmy,
yes.
She's still there every couple months.
She can't. Yeah.
She stays for weeks, bro. Don't get that twisted. Don't get it twisted too much, man. It's just he can last for long, like he can live for a longer period of time, but it's not,
I can't deny that. She did come in January, and she always plans on coming for a weekend, 3-4 days, and it turned into 10 days this time.
wow.
She just left my dad at home hanging dry, and my dad would send us pictures of him at KFC. He was going to, Taco Bell. He was going to these, local Chinese restaurants we went to in middle school and high school, and, he was eating there every day. And my mom's here just cleaning and making sure the place looks good, making dinner for me. So she likes to come here and spend some time, always look out for me. If it was Jimmy, she'd do the same if it wasn't so far away. But I can't lie, she has helped me out a little bit here and there.
Oh, that's hilarious. Talking about Coach Boeheim, man. Speaking of Coach, obviously he's breaking the internet now with all of his ACC network stuff. How is he liking the ACC network stuff? And is he getting out of the house enough? Because we all know that Coach is a working man.
He likes it, man. I mean, I'm happy for him. He's really been excited about it, and I was just on the phone with him. He's always telling me about his next couple games. This week he's going to Cameron and then Allen Fieldhouse. So I mean, you can't. It's hard to beat those two. And he actually he's never been to Allen Fieldhouse in his life, which is pretty crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
So, yeah, crazy. So I know he's really excited to go there and to call the Kansas Baylor game and go back to Duke. He said all the fans have been really nice and welcoming, even when he's at Carolina or whatever. So I'm sure he's excited to go to all these places. But nah, man, it's awesome for him. I think he's really enjoying it. I know he likes it and stuff. I haven't been able to get to listen to a live game call yet, so I hope I can soon with the time difference. But I know he's really enjoying it.
But I feel like you're the one that busted him the most. Like, did you call him out for that Red Panda clip? Because I feel like that was probably the most viral moment to this point.
I didn't call him out about that, but I did call him out one night. I was watching ACC Network, and he was wearing a Carolina tie, Carolina blue. And I texted him. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I texted him. I said, "Good job. Bad tie choice was very bad tonight." And he said, "I know. Mom picked it out." So he put it on Mom, of course. And that should have put 2 and 2 together. But, I'll give him a hard time about that. Just little things here and there. Me and my mom were watching every halftime when he was doing ACC Network, and you'd hear him cough or something in the background while someone was talking. My mom would be disgusted, just like, "Oh no," freaking out, trying to about to text him, and I'm like, "Mom, don't just leave him be." But just little things like that is fun to mess with. But I think he's done a good job overall. He loves it. And I think him and Corey and Wes have been really fun to watch together. They're a great crew, so it's been fun to watch.
What's the Red Panda? What's this quote? I don't know if I saw this.
Did you see this, Swider? You can just find it, buddy, if you know what I'm referring to.
I saw the clip. It was just he's never saw. So it's the lady that tries to go in the plates.
Like the bowl, she flips them up. And then people I saw on Twitter were like, "How has he never seen this?" It was like, well, because he's coaching and he's in the locker room when this is taking place. It's not like he's standing out there watching the act.
She's unbelievable. Also.
Oh, it's crazy.
Bro, she's the most, you could argue she's the most talented person in the world.
I knew Jimmy was going to say that. I've
never seen, bro, this is unbelievable.
Person strong.
You could argue that it's the most impressive thing that anyone in the world can do.
Well, no, the thing is, the gap between her as the best in the world and whoever the second best in the world is definitely larger than any other activity in the world or talent.
That's my take of the day, man. It's the most impressive thing.
I don't know how you find out you can do
that. Could do.
Jimmy, Buddy just brought up a good point. I think if this keeps going the way it's going, I think you might owe me $1,000.
Oh gosh,
what's that about?
Carson Strong.
Oh yeah.
He's nice.
Jimmy and I made a bet. Based off of one TikTok that Jimmy saw of Carson Strong slinging the rock.
What was it? He get drafted?
For context.
All he has to do is start a single game in the NFL.
Yeah, it's not tracking well, Jim. I was on your side for this too.
Or no, is that what was the bet?
Yeah.
Or no. Was it starting? I thought it was win MVP.
No. Right?
No, for Cole wins if he never plays a snap.
Yeah.
Oh, so he doesn't
a start.
And
then Jimmy wins if he makes the Hall of Fame.
Yes, that's what it was.
It was Hall of Fame? No way it was Hall of Fame.
It was crazy stakes.
What is
because we were like, none of them were likely. He's definitely going to start one game in the NFL.
Right.
Bro, he's like a coach at his local high school. I googled it the other day. Or he's like a coordinator.
He's the offensive coordinator in high school.
Quarterbacks coach or something. I'm cooked. I gotta make some. I gotta start making some money.
Yeah, Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner, the next Kurt Warner.
Yeah, certainly a hope.
That's miserable, man. I mean, TikTok, bro. I deleted the app. That's why. The guy, I tell you what, he had a cannon, but I don't know, didn't translate to the next level.
I think the funniest part of it was Patty was like, "Hey, have you seen this kid from Utah State?" And Jimmy's like, "Yeah, he's nasty."
Was it? It wasn't even Utah State. It was worse than that. What was it? Nevada. Yeah.
Nevada.
Oh, Nevada.
I was just looking at my phone. I set it to no, and I was like, "Damn, have you seen this kid on Nevada?" And Jim acted like he grew up with him and checked out how to throw the football.
Also, the entire rest of the year, Cole and Pat, or especially Cole, couldn't go 48 hours without.
Yeah, I know. He brought it up every day.
So did I react to it? Yes, but then Cole never let it go.
I think the way you explained his game just made it so funny. Like, you thought he was the next Pat Mahomes, like, by watching one TikTok clip.
I was ready to call him a first rounder, man. I don't know what happened. He must not have played well in the Senior Bowl or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of Patrick Mahomes, Bud, are you getting nervous as like the biggest Brady guy of all time? Are your knees knocking a little bit going into this weekend?
No, I think
I feel like they gotta be.
He's got a ways to go. Obviously, respect him a lot. He's great, but Tom Brady's in his own category. I think it's just for me. I just don't think there will ever be a better quarterback. Yeah, right there, Cole. He's not even halfway there. He's not even halfway.
For our audio listeners, Cole's holding up a 7.
Can't see.
7. 7 Super Bowls speaks for itself. Just what he did. He made some of these guys. He made great players. Made the best tight end ever. Wes Welker, Amendola, Edelman. Obviously, Randy Moss.
Okay, let's give Gronk a little credit there. You just talked about Gronk like he was.
I know. I'm just saying, the best tight end, best quarterback duo of all time. That's something there.
See, this is what I'm saying. I don't know if you could say that anymore, given that Mahomes.
Yeah, they're there. They're up there for sure. But I just think
they're one. They're still one.
They're still one. Yeah, I'm always gonna be a Tom Brady guy. I think he's the best. Obviously, you got to appreciate Pat, and I enjoy watching him. But he'll probably end up being second best ever, which is fair. He's already bearing Peyton Manning, so that's for sure.
That's a cheap shot. That's my guy.
Oh wait, I forgot about Jim being a Peyton guy.
That's his guy.
I love
that's
Peyton.
tough.
More talented at the position than Tom. Didn't have the same resources.
Come on.
Leave it at that.
That's laughable.
Leave it at that. He's more skilled, more talented.
Coming from the wobbly football, but Jim, I have a thought for you to give your opinion on. So, I don't know if you guys saw the video of Pat Mahomes with his shirt off after the AFC Championship win. Colin Cowherd went on the Herd and said that he wants his quarterback to have a dad bod. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. He's like, I don't mind these guys just sitting back, eating a Snickers, watching film, right? What is your take? Because for me, I think it just showed, like, Pat Mahomes is obviously very athletic in his own right, but you're telling me that, like, he's the best athlete, like, of all time with that dad bod? Like, what are your takes on the dad bod, Jimmy?
I mean, you've seen Tom Brady's pictures at the Combine, and, I mean, you think about some of the really good quarterbacks of the last decade or so. I mean, not too many, sculpted guys come to mind. I feel like it's a lot of guys who or, like you said, jumping on the couch,
sculpted,
watching football,
great word,
maybe having a beer or something, and it's I think whatever produces on the field. I mean, whatever works for you. I guess I think it depends on what type of quarterback you are too. A lot of these guys aren't. I mean, the most mobile, but I mean, they don't really need to be, or So I don't know.
Well, I think the crazy part is that we're talking about Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes, who were like the most.
Does Allen have a dad bod? This is news to me.
Oh, have you seen that
I have
picture
no
on the
idea.
beach?
I haven't. No.
The picture of the beach. You haven't seen that one?
I haven't. Is it bad?
But sounds like Cole and Buddy can describe exactly what every quarterback looks like without their shirt on.
Yeah, I'm not.
I haven't seen it. I'm messing with Cole because I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, I feel like Cole's making this up.
No, I swear it's not a pretty
I'm looking it up.
It's also like the Colin Cowherd take. He likes his quarterbacks to have
Adam Lewis text.
What about the famous
Josh
picture of Mac Jones without his shirt on, and after Alabama won the title? Talking about your quarterback.
I just think that's. I mean, Tua. You think about a lot. Stafford. I think that's just. I think that's you're getting hit so much. It's hard to be just like jacked. I feel like you need some cushion. You need some cushion there.
Jalen Hurts definitely has an 8-pack though. There's no way.
I just sent the picture. Adam just sent me the picture, and I forwarded it to our group. This is great radio. Just
that's disgusting, Jim. That's disgusting.
Wow.
I mean, dude, if it helps him run over 3 guys as he's going to get a first
that's not
down,
that bad.
No problem with me.
Allen isn't that bad.
Coming from the guy who has an 8-pack.
We will post this.
Good post.
This is gonna be the episode, the cover photo for the episode on the Instagram that we all share. Just Josh Allen shirtless.
Me saying that NFL quarterbacks aren't sculpted.
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 Great word from Jim.
Oh man.
Patty,
How you guys-
anything? What are you going to say?
No,
How you
I
guys
just
feel about
Okay.
Jimmy's hairdo. He's growing it out, and are you gonna do a man bun?
We were talking about this off air before you came on. I think it's run its course. I was gonna try to tough it out the whole season, but it looks wild during practice and stuff.
have you tested out the headband or not?
Yeah, I tested out the headband and it doesn't look good. You know, the hair comes over the front and it flops up, and it's just like if it looked cleaner, I would go for it. But
Did you do like the thin like tennis type headband or a thick like
I did more of
old school
the
headband?
thicker elastic one. But I don't think it's gonna really matter at the end of the day. I'm catching flack from my coaches, and I think it's time. I set up an appointment, I think, in like 10 days. So
Do you have a barber out there?
this is the last run. I mean, I found one. I was looking.
Oof.
Now that it's long, I got to make sure I go to a good one. So found a guy 30 minutes in the big city next to me, and he cuts a lot of the Bundesliga football. I say football now for soccer. It's crazy. Bundesliga soccer players. He cuts a lot of their hair, so I think he should be good. So
I like it.
Patty, before we move on, Jimmy, it's well documented on the Swider Show that you're a big Buffalo Bills fan. We just talked about your quarterback, Josh Allen. Before the episode, we went over a couple things that you have in mind for next season. Can we just get a couple takes on A, the loss, B, the adjustments that need to be made for next year, and C, what is the state of the Buffalo Bills going forward?
do I have a time limit here?
The rest of the night.
We'll put 5 minutes on the clock.
Nah, I don't need that time. I'll keep it short and sweet. I mean, look, it was a late game for me. I think the game ended up around 4:30. I was so tired. I mean, fighting. I was walking around the room, pacing. Had such a weird balance of nerves and just being exhausted. But of course, the game ends, and I mean, I think I just sat and stared at my wall for like an hour, kind of similar to when 13 seconds happened a couple of years ago when we were at Syracuse, and I sat in the living room and watched whatever the next TV show came on CBS or whatever channel it was on. It was a similar feeling to that. Everyone built this up to be in the year, and it really felt like it was the year, which made it hurt that much more. But yeah, I mean, I'm still dealing with it, to be honest with you. It's brutal, but I think we're not far. I would definitely say that. I have a lot of confidence in where we are. I think we're really close. I mean, first of all, you have to, you can't discount the defensive injuries we had. We losing guys like Matt Milano and Tre'Davious White, who are cornerstones of our defense. You can't really understate how big of losses those are. And then also losing 3 or 4 other guys that were starting to play really good football at the end of the year. And just, signing guys like AJ Klein, who was getting ready to go on vacation with his family, and him coming and being our starting linebacker and leading tackler in the playoffs is, I mean, credit to him for doing that. But, it's just, it's tough to win games against, teams like the Chiefs when you have reserves and whatnot filling in. So like I said, I don't think we're far. I mean, I think I would love to see, the receiving core get strengthened a little bit, get Josh just a little more help. I love the way we're running the ball now with James Cook. And yeah, man, like I said, we're not far. I mean, I'm keeping the faith. This was definitely a crushing loss. And it just feels like the Chiefs are inevitable. I mean, I can already picture Travis and Taylor kissing on the field after they win this Sunday. I mean, I already see it. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think is that good? Is that a good rant? I think that's all I got right now.
I thought that was more level-headed than I expected. I expected anger and whatnot, but as a
if you caught me 3 weeks ago, it might have been a little more heated, or 2 weeks ago. But in the last couple of weeks I've found a little bit of peace. But like I said, we definitely need to make some moves. The receiver position, defense, and the defense. And I mean, everyone wants to talk about the Tyler Bass kick. I mean, he's been great for us through the years. And to be honest with you, as soon as he ran on the field, and even if he made it, I was already done. I thought you give Patrick Mahomes a minute, he's going to go down the field and kick a field goal. So in some ways, I almost preferred this version of it than him going down and doing that to us again. But yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Josh more than anything. I think he's played such good football in the playoffs almost, every game, especially including the losses. And, just a couple fluky things have kind of completely transformed the way the media portrays him and, his legacy and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think if we win one or two more games, he's the MVP. I think statistically he was the best quarterback. And, you live with some of those interceptions because of the amazing plays he makes. And I mean, he was still top 3 in QBR in the league and the touchdown leader. So, yeah, man, I mean, that's my guy, I'm rocking with Josh and with the team. And I think, we'll be back.
Buddy, any thoughts on that rant? Is that sufficient enough for you?
It was good. Not a lot of adjustments need to be made, so he's confident. I think that's the biggest takeaway. But I thought they had a chance too. I mean, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, but I actually was rooting for the Bills, rooting for Jimmy. That fan base has been through a lot. It's a passionate fan base. The team doesn't quit. They're not, they had injuries. They're not the Philadelphia Eagles. They don't fold over, get rolled over by Baker Mayfield, lose 6 of the last 7. And so I got respect for the Bills, that's for sure.
I do
Thank
too.
you.
I know that was a shot at me there, but I just feel for you guys in your 18 months of Buffalo Bills fandom. You guys have been through a lot, so I feel bad for you. I know how much you've gone through.
It was like 2 weeks for me, so.
Also,
don't worry about me.
The AFC East isn't going anywhere, by the way. It's gonna be ours for a little while longer here.
But Jim, to that point, for our listeners that don't know, Jim was a big Peyton Manning guy, and then abandoned ship and jumped on the bandwagon of the Bills as soon as they got good.
This is not how
the
this
Mahomes
went.
thing is you're getting it from both angles. Because
I get
he beats the Bills every year,
this
and then they
is
post a stat that he has more wins than Peyton. So it's like, oh shit, I can't escape this at any.
Yeah, this is a little crazy the way you phrased that. I loved Peyton Manning, rooted for him his whole career. He retired, and I just didn't feel any sort of allegiance to the Denver Broncos. So, I mean, the natural thing is, you root for the local team, which is the Bills, and I'd always, liked them more or less because they're the upstate New York team, but never to that degree, obviously. And then, when I was at prep school, I mean, it was Tyrod Taylor was the quarterback, and I mean we had a tough year, and then we made the playoffs and lost to the Jaguars in the first round. So we're not going to act like I just jumped on and after they won the East and this and that. I couldn't foresee that we were going to be this good. I was a fan before Josh Allen got drafted, so. Before all of this era, I think I've felt enough pain through these playoff losses and the torment that the Chiefs have forced on us. So I think whatever. That's all I got.
Like that thought. Actually, you should be getting more credit. Like since you've become a fan, they became good. So it's basically all because of you. They're good now.
You said it. You said it, not me. I don't know.
All right, should we do some trivia?
Yes,
I think it's time for some trivia.
Let's do it.
Yes, please.
All right, so we've got 10 questions today, and then I've got a bonus round as well, which I'll get to those rules in a minute. Everyone has pen and paper ready to go, so I'll keep scoring everything. I can't remember who won the last time you guys have been on.
I think it was me.
Does anyone remember?
Yeah, I think Patty won last time. He guessed like the correct year that the 3-point line came in or something, or he had some crazy poll.
What?
Patty did.
I just said me. I thought I lost.
It was your call. I didn't win. I know that for sure.
I should have fact-checked all this, but we'll see what happens today.
My record's pretty good. My record's pretty good in drafts and trivia. So
I'm coming for revenge this year, though. Let's do it.
All right, so the first 3 questions, we're going to try to give out some points here really quick, get you guys started. I need to know, of NBA players that went to Syracuse, the top 3 points per game scorers. So your first should be who scored the most points per game. Your second should be second, and then I need
career?
1 through 3. Career average points per game
In the
Is
NBA?
in the NBA, and they went to Syracuse.
Is this
Oh,
recent
wow.
or this is all time?
All time.
How many years is like the minimum?
I don't
Right,
think it
there's a
matters.
lot of qualifiers.
Just a single season.
I mean, no
Yeah.
one played one season average like 25.
Yeah.
So.
Correct. Okay.
Wait, so do we
All
have to
time?
get all 3 in a row in order to get
Each question is one name. So if you can think of the number one leading scorer, you'll get a point. It's kind of an easy one to start. And then number 2 has to be exactly who's in second place. It can't just be one of the top 3.
All right.
I feel like I'm going to forget someone real obvious and look like a dumbass.
It's a good question.
This is
It
a
is.
good one.
A good level.
question, Adam.
You have to
Great
think
work.
through it, but it's gettable, but it's tough.
All right, let's do it. We're going to go in order one at a time. So number 1 should have been Carmelo Anthony.
Of course.
Everyone get that?
Check.
We're on our system here. 22.5 points per game throughout his career. Pretty successful. Number 2, we've got
Oh,
we've got Dave Bing,
all right.
You.
20.3. Who did everyone get Dave?
I did
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
I
bud.
got Dave.
Wow.
So Jeremy Grant.
Okay.
Wow, what a cat.
Maybe one day we'll have to see.
Oh,
And
damn.
then-
Bud might be right with Coleman.
Number 3 is Derek Coleman with 16.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I crossed it out at the last second for Dion.
Yeah, I had Dion, then I crossed it out for
Oh,
Jeremy
wow.
Grant.
So only Buddy got Derek Coleman. Is that true?
What's Jeremy
What did
average?
Derek average? Teens?
Yeah, is Jeremy Grant 4? He's got to be 4, right?
I can look.
But Jeremy Grant had his first, like, all the years with the Sixers, he was averaging, like, 4.
Yeah,
5.
that's true. But he was getting
Okay.
like 20 a game the last couple of years.
That's
Yeah,
why I
that's
put Dion, but
Yeah, Dion. But then Dion was on like the bubble
Dion
league. That's why I
scored.
crossed him out.
yeah, but that was just 1 year I was thinking. But I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. Wow,
Jeremy's 13 points per game for his career.
For his career,
He
yeah.
might get there. He'll move up definitely in
Yeah.
the next 5 years. But he's 13
What's-
for now.
What's
Dion?
Derek Coleman got?
He's around like 16 a game, right, Adam?
16.5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dion's at 13.1.
Oh, wow.
So him and
Interesting.
Grant are tied. All right, great question, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do we all have 2
so-
points?
So we
everyone
all have
has
2
two,
points.
everyone has 2. Yeah.
Everyone got 2.
Nice, very nice.
All right, let's move on to topic number 2, which is going to be the Syracuse basketball 3-point attempts in a season. So I have 3 questions for you on this. So how many attempts did GMAC have in 2003-04 season? He played 34 games. Whoever's closest is going to get this point of you 4. So for reference, that's the most attempts in a season ever.
I got
And
it.
he played 34 games. The correct answer is 315 attempts.
I got 311.
328.
Wow.
I said 290. I said 297.
Buddy, that was spot on. So we'll give him the point there. All right. How many seasons that GMAC played was he in the top 10 in that stat for Syracuse? So if each season is like a number like 315, how many GMAC seasons are in the all-time Syracuse top 10 of attempts per game?
I would say off.
Yeah.
Write it down, right?
And 4. I
Write
guess we
your
got to
answers
write down our answers.
I feel like there's a trick here. I don't know. 4 seems
Might
too
be a-
easy.
I'm not going to overthink it. We ready?
Yeah.
Me either.
What do you got?
4.
Yeah, I put 4 too. I'm gonna stick with the guys.
I believe it's 3.
No. Was he hurt 1 year or something? Did he miss some games?
The only one would be his
So-
senior year because he was like,
I think the championship
Oh,
season
okay.
he was not in the top 10. And unless I'm reading this wrong.
oh, I
Hold
was
on.
thinking 0304. That was messing me up with the years.
Oh, 2,
Well,
03.
I'll look it up really
Yeah.
quick. 1 second.
Oh, that messed me up too. Shoot.
I actually
He
thought that
played-
against the first question. I was like, damn, his freshman season was number 1. I feel like he would take more.
Yeah.
Yeah. He played every game every year just about or 30.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that freshman year, he only averaged 6.8 three-pointers a game, which is like
Yeah.
2
Bro,
less
that's-
than usual.
No, but that's definitely in the top 10 though.
No, he
That's
took
not-
200. He only took 238 threes his freshman
So
year.
the 10th is 241. Andy Routledge.
Wow.
That was
It-
close.
Mountains,
Am
wow.
Am I in the top 10 or
Well, let's get to that. Let's get to that.
For attempts.
How many appearances does Buddy Boeheim have in the top 10 in that same stat? How many seasons?
I think I got that easy.
Yeah. I know it's one of two numbers.
Yeah, me too.
Well, there's only 4 to pick from, so.
But now I got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, wait. Can we reveal first, and then you say the answer?
Sure. Go in a circle.
I
Yeah,
got 2, and I
got 2.
playing my
Yeah,
rationale.
I got two.
Everyone on 2 is that's right. It was 1920, and then the season you were all together, 21-22.
It was
So
because
everyone gets a point there.
you probably would have gotten a junior year too, but this season.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID.
All right, so after 2 rounds, Buddy's up 1 point, 4-3-3-3. Plenty of basketball left to play here. Let's move to free throws. Free throws made in a season for Syracuse basketball. What is the best percentage ever? It was GMAC in the championship season. What percentage did he shoot from the line? Down to the 1/10%.
It's not fair.
Oh,
Patty,
wow.
Patty probably has this in his notepad
That's
behind him.
fine. That's
It's
fine.
in his brain.
Listen,
He
we
recites
just
it
asked
every
a
morning.
question about buddies made threes.
So yeah, true. So whoever's closest
I-
to the 10%.
You can, yes, unless if you get it exact, you'll get a point, and then if no one gets it exact, whoever's closest will get the point. That's right.
I actually don't know. It's down to the percentage.
I got it. You guys
But I
ready?
honestly think Patty knows more GMAX stats than Buddy knows of his own stats.
Yeah.
90.3.
I think that's true.
93.1.
92.2.
I said
The correct-
90.3.
The correct number is 90.9.
Let's
So I believe,
Buddy got it.
after all that talk,
Come on, D-Mac. I'm giving G too much credit, man. 93.
Me too. Me too.
wait, so who was the closest there? Sorry.
Buddy
Oh,
won.
Buddy got it.
Buddy, right?
90.8.
Nice.
0.1 off.
So
So
now
what do you
Buddy's
have
up 2. All right. How many seasons was GMAC in the top 10 for Syracuse basketball? In that same
Top 10.
stat.
And field goal percentage? Free throw
That's
percentage?
right.
Free throw
Free throw
percentage.
percentage, yeah.
I said 3.
I
I
said
got
3.
4.
That's a 3.
If you said 4, you're correct.
Let's
Damn
go!
it.
Come on.
He was
Buddy,
85 his
right.
senior year, right? That'd be just outside. Damn, we
he
can't let him
is-
see this.
I don't want to
I
say
got you.
anything about stats because I have another question about it.
Oh, all right.
Well, I'll look it up for you by the end of the next question. Now, you might have been able to guess if you're sensing a pattern here. How many seasons was Buddy in the top 10 for free throw percentage?
After this question, I have an objection to question 5 that I'll get to.
No, Patty. I'm up 3 now?
I said 1.
1.
I said 2.
I said 2.
The correct answer is 1 season with an
Yes,
88.4% chance.
Oh my
So the
goodness.
brothers got it, right?
Buddy, what were you doing?
I don't get,
My
I don't get to the
objection
line
to
that
question
much.
5 is number 1, you
Oh
had
my
90.3%. You didn't add the qualifier of free throw shot, which technically I was 100%. So I think I should be the answer to that question.
There's an official
This
qualifier
guy.
on stats that tells you whether or not
I was
you
1 for
qualify.
1.
Maybe if you stayed at Penn, you would have had a better percentage in qualification.
10. I
Florida
wish I
State.
went to 10.
Or I meant
Is that Florida
Pennsylvania.
State,
I meant
Patty?
Philly. I meant Philly.
No, BC.
And 1.
Yeah, and 1. Didn't get fouled at all.
In front of the Scranton faithful.
You're damn right, Jim.
All right.
What
Last-
about when you laid the
Why
best
can't this be
player
Patty
from
Casey
England?
trivia? I would have been locked in.
Yeah. No, I didn't get fouled there either.
No, I'm saying, but like, what about that bucket though?
Oh, yeah, we could bring that up.
I think I'm up 4 on Patty and
It's
Cole.
you're up 3 on Jimmy and 4 on Cole and Patty, but there is a bonus round, so no one's safe.
Oh, okay.
This is the last question of the regulation, and then we'll have a bonus round. So in the top 10, there's a list of that top 10 that we've been referencing for the last 3 questions. Who is right after GMAC?
For free throws?
Yeah. So basically, who has the best season other than GMAC of free throw percentage?
I have a lot of names just buzzing around in my head.
So do I.
right
JG3.
I said Joe Girard the third.
Is it Tyler Ennis?
now. I said Routins, but I feel like it's like John Gillen or something.
It
like
is friend of the show, Joe Girard the
I
third.
knew it.
that. Nice.
Oh, Joe.
Hot.
So who got that point?
Me
Me
and
and
Buddy.
Brad.
Bud's run up the score right now. This is a historic performance.
This is. I got one wrong.
You only missed the one.
Tyler Ennis in the top 10 at least?
I think he
I'm
was
not-
like high 70s.
Tyler Ennis is not in the top 10.
Yes.
What about Routins? Is Routins in the top 10?
Nope.
I almost said Trish, too.
Jim Lee,
Yeah.
Richard Cornwall, and Greg Coles and John Gillen is 10th.
I'm
John
shocked.
Gillen.
Tyler Ennis, 76%. Jim, I know
That's-
my Tyler Ennis, too. I wore 11 in high
That's
school.
a terrible guess. I mean, he always made him when it mattered.
I was very close to saying your dad.
What?
Like with the theme, I was like, did he shoot like 90 or 88% one year? Like,
All right. So the score now is that Buddy has 8, Patty and Jimmy have 4, Swider has 3. The original plan was there's 2 original plans that are now thrown off. I was going to have you wager whatever points you wanted for these last questions. There's 2 questions left. I think they're on the easier side, but you have to get both of them to get the credit, to double your score or whatever you wagered. And then I'll tell you the subject before you wager. But the problem was I did the subject before I knew Jimmy was going to be involved. So I feel like Jimmy might have a slight advantage here. But maybe not. So the topic of the bonus round, which is 2 questions, is the 2022 ACC tournament game between Duke and Syracuse.
I mean, are we all going all in?
Yeah, we have to catch Buddy.
I'm wagering 1 point.
No, that's
That's
so
all
boring.
all we need is a miss, Patty, and we win.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Either
All
way,
right. All right.
I pretty much have to go all in. Or
But
No,
if
he's
you
a
wager
fold.
1, it'll make it interesting. You can automatically tie if you wanted to stay, but that's kind of I don't know.
No,
I'll
you
wager
have to
one.
wager.
No, you got to wager at least one.
Oh, I have to.
It's a
I have
show
to.
rule.
Yeah, you have to wager something.
New rule.
I'm going
So
1.
Buddy's going with
Like
1,
an
and then
answer.
everyone else is going all in. All right.
I have to, yeah.
All right, so you're going to write numbers 1 and 2 on your paper right now. I'm going to give you a minute on the clock, and you're going to answer 2 questions. And it's just a number for each of them. The first question is, how many players played in the game for Syracuse? And 2, how many played all 40 minutes?
Ooh.
Oh, shoot.
And your minute
All right.
starts now.
No one's saying anything. I got to lock in.
Thanks for the reminder, Adam.
Yesterday, I went on I got reminded of that game yesterday, and I watched every single press conference from after the Florida State game and after the Duke game.
That was one of my favorite games ever. We're going to go around. So, Patty, what were your 2 answers?
My first answer was 7. My next answer was 3.
Cole?
7 and 3.
Jimmy?
7-3.
Buddy?
6 and 4.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
You
There-
forgot
there
the
were
bowl
s-
second.
There were seven active
Got
players.
bull.
Because
And
of the worst call I've ever seen on Cole to give him his 4th foul I've
That was
ever
awful.
seen.
Bro,
That shifted the game. It was an atrocious call. Phantom.
that
Samir, Joe, and Jimmy played all 40 minutes. Of that game, Cole played 38 minutes.
Yeesh.
So
The
you're
2
off by
minutes,
2
You
minutes.
referenced
the
this
2
before,
minutes was
but,
like a. The 2
Barama
minutes
should have
was
been ejected for
Second-
targeting on approach.
That corner
He
closed out.
absolutely laid him out.
like,
Jimmy,
of course I
He
did.
studied.
Jimmy, can I hear your interpretation of that play?
Bro, it was just so bad. Like we were up like 10, and what was it? Like they
No,
shot
it was
it
closer
or
than 10.
something? The ball was loose or something, and I was out. I was off to the races. I was gonna get it. I was gonna throw one down for the people in Barclays, and then they called a foul on Casper.
Oh. I was talking about the Barama play.
Yeah, so was I.
Oh
Yeah,
my
close
goodness,
out.
bro! It was like one of those where the wing like went up high to take care of the shooter on the wing, makes the one more to the corner, and I was like the rotation guy, so I was like coming over the paint, and I see like, okay, Brahma's gonna go take care of this. I got to be ready for the rebound or something. Next thing you know, Brahma just RKO's Jeremy Rose just jacks him to the floor. I'm like, Brahma, what?
He also
Well,
tripped over his own feet like twice in that play and just boom.
I love Brahma. He made some really good plays in that game. He really did. He really made some good plays in that game. But that was just I don't know. he was eager to get out to the corner. I feel like he probably heard my dad yelling at him already for being late getting to the corner shoot hitter, and just I don't know, man.
I think the toughest part of that play is that we were letting Jeremy Roach and Wendell Moore shoot, and Barama just clobbered him in the corner.
Laid him out.
Speaking of which, for the final score, it's Patty and Jimmy. You're at 8, Buddy at 7, Cole at 6. So it ended up being close.
Can we get a sudden death question?
We can, but the one I had is a little too easy now that I think about it. I hope this isn't too easy. I need you're going to guess 2 numbers, and then whoever's the closest on both of them, we'll do the addition and figure it out. Largest lead by Syracuse and largest lead by Duke in that game. All right, Patty, go ahead.
I said Cuse 8, Duke 12.
I said 13 for us and 9 for Duke.
Syracuse is only up 7, I believe, at the best. It was 45-38. And then,
really?
Yeah. It seemed like more. It did.
It was the whole game, though. The time of possession we were up was 30+.
Duke ended the game up 11, and that was their biggest lead. But there was also another.
I knew there were some cheese stick free throws at the end.
I had 11, and I crossed it out for 9.
They lost by 9. I thought we lost by 9.
What'd you say?
We lost 87-78.
Yep,
right?
sorry. You lost by 9, but earlier in the game it was 11. That's my fault.
Right before Joe went on that 12-0 run by himself in the first half, I think.
The under 12 timeout. It was 11. It was 11 points. Yeah.
Did Patty win?
4-13 maybe was the score.
I think Patty comes away. It was 24-13. I think Patty comes away with the win now.
I was 8 off. Wait, what were you off, Patty? I was 8.
1 each, I think, right?
Oh wait,
wow. Sniper.
Hey, you were near perfect, Patty. You're off by 1.
Oh, I was off by almost 1. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, looks like the Swider show still runs through me when it comes to trivia.
This is like Patty's second win all time.
No, yeah.
I'm shocked that we were only up 7 in that game. I thought for sure it was more.
Yeah, it definitely felt like more in the moment.
Right? Yeah.
There was a Jimmy Boeheim 3 where I felt like, all right, we actually have a chance at this thing.
Oh, Jim Tippin at the end, like 2 minutes left. I was like, wow, we're gonna win.
Yeah.
The side dribble left in Paulo's grill, Hezzy 3. Top of the key, right slot, left slot. Yeah.
Do you think Paulo ever thinks about that game, Jimmy? Or?
No, bro, he's an all-star.
He is. On your team.
On my team, yes. On my team. On my favorite team.
Ride him.
Well,
Patty and Cole don't let me forget about it.
No, if I ever meet Paulo, it's the first thing I'm going to bring up.
Please, I would pay to
I think when Paolo made the All-Star team, Patty texted us and said,
yeah, you better hope Jim Boeheim's not on the West.
That's unbelievable banter right there.
Unreal.
But all right, wait. Before we close out the Swider Show, Boeheim Brother Power Hour, can we get Super Bowl predictions?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll let the guests go first. Bud, go ahead.
Chiefs 31, Niners 27.
Oh, I like it. All right.
High scoring. Niners defense last game was suspect. Chiefs defense is better, but I think Niners kind of make it a close game in the end.
Right.
Look, man, I already said it. The Chiefs, they're inevitable. It took me a long time to realize it, but I realize it now. I can already, especially, I was starting to talk myself into the Niners this last couple of days, and then, I hear Taylor Swift won Album of the Year at the Grammys last night. I can already see them posing for the cover of Vogue or something with their trophies in hand. And, Chiefs win 27-21. They're inevitable.
Go ahead.
I like the Niners 21-17 final.
Wow. All right. I was getting nervous we're going to go all Chiefs because I'm obviously going the Chiefs. I'll say Chiefs 24-17. No, 24-20. Is that what you said, Jim? No, you said 27-21.
27-21, yeah.
All right, I'll go 24-20. Pat Mahomes gets his third, another Super Bowl MVP. He's already the GOAT. It's just a matter of stacking the accolades at this point. So,
Adam, what do you got?
I've got a 27-21 49ers victory with a Travis Kelce dropped touchdown in the last seconds of the game.
Oh,
It's not happening.
you
That
went
is not happening.
complete opposite of where I went with this.
Yeah.
He dropped like 3 or 4 in a row a couple weeks ago. So I think the jitters are going to get the best of him again.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
The
never
pressure.
been in that moment before.
it's his first
Adam.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, his first go around.
Yeah.
He has to live up to Taylor winning the Grammy now, and it's pressure's mounting. I like that.
Not Valdez Scanling, not Justin Watson, not Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce. I like it. I like that too.
They should have thrown the ball to Noah Gray, another friend of the show, I think.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Nice.
Appreciate the Boeheim brothers coming on the show. That was awesome. Like Patty said, the Boeheim Power Hour.
I like that.
Appreciate you guys coming on the show. Appreciate all the Swider Show fans listening. We'll be coming back with another episode next week. But until then, go Niners. Let's go Niners. Episode 60 is in the books now.
Wow.
60.
Congrats to the
Episode
boys.
60.
Yeah, it's a big episode. That's why we had to have the boys on. We had to make it
Congrats, fellas.
special.
Obviously, great
I
pod.
remember when we were joking about this a couple years ago at UV, probably.
Look at us now.
Yeah. Hey, look at us now.
Happy
Look at
for you
us
guys. Always a blast. So appreciate you guys always. Cuse family.
Yes,
And
sir.
We'll be on soon. Couple months.
Yeah.
Yep. The
Absolutely.
correspondence. The
Probably
correspondence from
less.
Germany and Detroit.
We'll probably be on next week again somehow.
Emergency guests. We're back.
Jimmy Butler.
I'm ready.
Jimmy
I'm on
Butler
call.
bailed out. Jimmy, can you come on?
We got Jimmy on the podcast
Yeah.
this week.
We got Jimmy B.
That's how you should
coming
market
on.
it. That's how you should market
Yeah.
it. Just,
I've been dying to do that. Put like Drake in
Jimmy
the
is-
title, and then it's just not him on the podcast.
Just every absurd guest, and it just be Jimmy every time. Kind of top
with-
tiers, and then Jimmy.
with Jimmy Butler, you could say with Cole's teammate Jimmy on the podcast, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, it's Jimmy Butler."
That would
We're
work.
doing it, and it's like, "What's up, guys? Here with Jimmy Boeheim and German."
Just start talking about German foods and the Bills again.
I didn't know Jimmy Butler was a Bills fan. It's just me ranting about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That'd be a good bit. Good bit.
April time, April Fools.
Nice. Exactly. All right, fellas. Thanks so much.
All right.
Be back
Always great to be on, man.
Appreciate you guys always.
Yes, sir. Thanks again.
I'm reckless, I'm dumb, according to you, but you don't know shit, huh? You don't know how I move. I'm rolling, I'm smoking and do. I ain't telling lies, baby, you know that I'm the truth.